Did you know that after reaching the age of 80, certain transformations begin to occur in the human body that are virtually impossible to avoid, no matter how diligently one tries? This milestone marks the onset of changes for which many may be entirely unprepared. This article will delve into 5 key transformations that manifest upon reaching 80 years of age. These profound shifts affect not only the physical body and cognitive functions, but also one's very perception of the world. They're a natural and integral stage of aging that the vast majority of older adults encounter. A deep understanding of these processes can help individuals face this new life phase with unwavering confidence and true dignity. We recommend reading to the very end, as the insights presented here will not only shed light on upcoming challenges, but may also fundamentally change your perspective on aging and life in general after your 80th birthday. Now, let's begin. First, natural decline in physical strength and energy. As individuals enter their 8th decade of life, a gradual yet noticeable decrease in physical power and overall vital energy becomes evident. These changes directly impact movement patterns, the amount of activity one can undertake without excessive fatigue, and the speed of recovery after physical exertion. It's not merely about getting tired faster. It's a fundamental and natural component of the aging process, affecting crucial aspects like muscle mass, bone density, and cardiovascular system efficiency. As a vivid example, consider Ivan, an 80-year-old retiree and former teacher living in the Nizhny Novgorod region. Previously, he greatly enjoyed long walks and active gardening, but recently he's noticed getting tired much faster and needing longer rest periods between daily tasks. He admits that his genuine desire to remain active is still present, but his body no longer responds to these aspirations as it once did. Such an experience is quite typical for many older adults and directly reflects profound changes occurring at the cellular level. Muscle fibers lose some of their original strength and endurance. Gradual atrophy, or loss of muscle tissue, accumulates over the years and becomes particularly pronounced by age 80. Concurrently, bone density decreases, significantly increasing the risk of fractures and limiting overall mobility. Cardiovascular changes, including reduced heart efficiency and slow blood flow, exacerbate fatigue and slow the body's recovery process after any physical exertion. It's encouraging to note that these changes, though expected, are not fatal or entirely irreversible. Regular physical activity, carefully chosen to suit age and individual capabilities, such as moderate walking, stretching, and light strength training, helps maintain muscle tone, improve balance, and boost overall energy levels. Ivan, for instance, started doing simple exercises recommended by his physical therapist, which helped him feel more confident and energetic. It's also crucial to listen carefully to your body's signals and allow ample time for full rest and recovery. Excessive exertion can lead to injuries that heal much slower in older age. Accepting these changes without guilt or frustration fosters a healthier, more constructive attitude toward aging. Furthermore, proper nutrition plays a crucial role in maintaining health. Sufficient intake of protein, vitamins D and B12, and adequate water supports muscle health and overall vitality. Ivan also adjusted his diet on his doctor's advice and soon noticed a significant improvement in his stamina. Many older adults find that adapting daily habits to these age-related changes allows them to maintain independence and continue enjoying a full life. Acknowledging that strength and energy naturally diminish over time does not mean surrendering. On the contrary, it's a call to embrace an active life based on your body's current capabilities. Remember, the goal isn't to achieve some ideal, but to care for yourself and keep moving forward. Paying close attention to your body's signals helps you live your 80s with true dignity and sustained vitality. Next, we will explore how the mind's function transforms with age, including changes in memory and processing speed. Second, slowing of mental processes. As they enter their 8th decade of life, many people begin to notice that their mental processes become less rapid and dynamic. Tasks that once seemed simple and effortless may now require a bit more time to complete, and remembering names, dates, or minor details can pose certain difficulties. This slowing of cognitive functions is a natural stage of aging and not necessarily a sign of a serious cognitive disorder. Rather, it reflects how the human brain adapts and reorganizes over time. As an illustration, consider Elena, an 80-year-old artist living in the Altai Krai. She recently noticed that it sometimes takes her a bit longer to find the right word in conversation or fully grasp the essence of a complex discussion. Elena admits to occasionally forgetting minor details, but she still greatly enjoys painting, reading books, and actively socializing. Her story clearly demonstrates that a slowing of mental processes doesn't diminish life's vibrancy and richness, but merely requires gentle and conscious adaptation. Numerous studies confirm that with age, certain brain functions, such as information processing speed and short-term memory capacity, gradually decline. This means that absorbing new information or quickly switching between different tasks may take longer. These processes are influenced by structural changes in the brain, reduced blood flow, and reorganization of neural connections. However, it's important to note that vocabulary and accumulated knowledge generally remain stable or even continue to expand, reflecting a wealth of life experience. Such a slowdown can cause feelings of frustration or inadequacy, especially when comparing current abilities to those of younger years. But understanding that this is a natural phase of life helps maintain calm and develop new, effective approaches to sustaining mental activity. The brain can and should be supported. Solving puzzles, regular reading, and learning new skills all help keep it sharp. Equally important are social interaction and physical activity, which have a direct positive impact on cognitive functions. Elena, for example, joined a local painting group and a book club. This not only stimulates her mental activity, but also actively supports social connections. A healthy lifestyle is also crucial. Balanced nutrition, adequate sleep, effective stress management, and complete avoidance of harmful habits like smoking or excessive alcohol consumption. All these factors help slow down age-related changes in the brain. By accepting this natural slowdown, older adults can focus on truly meaningful pursuits and relationships without feeling undue pressure from unrealistic expectations to be as they once were. Now, let's move on. Third, social circles often narrow. When a person turns 80 and beyond, it's quite natural to notice their social circle becoming less extensive. Friends may move away, various health issues arise, and life priorities shift. All of this leads to older adults spending more time within a smaller, yet very close circle. For some, this might seem like a loss, but in reality, it often means a more conscious and profound focus on truly important and meaningful relationships. Take, for example, Margarita, an 84-year-old resident of the Vladimir region. She used to regularly attend gatherings with a large group of friends. Over the years, her social circle significantly narrowed, but the remaining individuals became especially dear and valuable to her. Margarita admits that she now feels much more connected to her loved ones and experiences inner peace. She spends quality time with a few good friends without spreading herself thin across many superficial contacts. The shrinking of a social circle can occur for many reasons. Some friends pass away, move to other places, or face serious health issues themselves. Additionally, with age, the energy required to maintain a large number of social connections decreases, and it becomes harder to attend large gatherings. It's important to understand, fewer social contacts don't necessarily mean loneliness or isolation. If the remaining relationships are genuine, warm, and supportive, many older adults prefer them over casual and superficial interactions. A small but strong social circle can even improve emotional well-being, reduce stress levels, and provide a deep sense of belonging. When a person focuses on a few close individuals, whether friends or relatives, it deepens connections and creates a stable support system. Nevertheless, such changes can cause sadness or a sense of loss, especially if old, time-tested friends are no longer around. It's perfectly normal to grieve a lost connection while simultaneously appreciating what remains. Modern technology offers effective ways to stay in touch, even from a distance. Calls, video chats, and social media can perfectly complement in-person interactions and help maintain connections with loved ones. Interest clubs and various programs designed specifically for older adults are also very beneficial. They provide opportunities to meet new people who share similar views and hobbies. This can significantly enrich social life, even as old connections weaken. Family and caregivers play an important role here. They can gently encourage participation in activities that suit the older person's interests and energy level without overwhelming them. Accepting that social circles change with age helps view this as a natural part of life's journey, rather than a sign of decline or inadequacy. Focusing on the quality, not quantity, of relationships significantly improves emotional well-being and a deep sense of satisfaction. Ultimately, the main goal is to maintain connections that bring genuine joy, emotional comfort, and the feeling of being truly seen, understood, and valued. Next, we will discuss in detail how sensory organs transform after 80 years of age and how this impacts daily life, sometimes subtly, but quite significantly. Fourth, sensory organs begin to weaken. After reaching 80 years of age, changes in sensory organ function become more noticeable and significantly impact daily life. Many older adults experience a gradual decline in the sharpness of hearing, vision, taste, and even smell. These seemingly minor changes can seriously affect the quality of communication, safety levels, and even simple life pleasures that were once taken for granted. A vivid example is Alexei, an 83-year-old retiree and former carpenter from the Yaroslavl region. He noticed that it became significantly harder for him to focus on conversations in noisy environments. His hearing is no longer as sharp as it once was. Additionally, he finds it harder to read small print, and familiar dishes seem less flavorful than before. This experience clearly reflects typical age-related changes in sensory perception that many older adults face. Hearing loss often begins with difficulty distinguishing high-frequency sounds or an inability to follow conversations in crowded places. This can lead to irritation, reluctance to socialize, and frequent misunderstandings. It's not uncommon for older adults to have to ask for things to be repeated or to turn up the volume on the TV and radio. Vision also undergoes changes. It becomes harder to see in dim light, distinguish color shades, and focus on nearby objects. There's often a need for reading glasses or other optical aids. Age-related eye conditions like cataracts or macular degeneration can also significantly contribute to vision deterioration. Taste and smell typically weaken simultaneously, directly impacting appetite and nutritional quality. Food may seem bland and unappetizing, causing some older adults to eat less or, conversely, to oversalt and oversweeten their food. This, in turn, can negatively affect overall health. Nevertheless, despite these difficulties, effective adaptation methods exist to maintain a high quality of life. Using hearing aids, regular ophthalmologist visits, and ensuring proper lighting can all significantly improve the situation. Healthy eating and medical consultations also help manage taste and smell impairments. Explaining these sensory changes to friends and family fosters a more tolerant and understanding approach in conversations and shared activities. It's important to view such changes not as an inevitable decline, but as natural aging processes requiring sensible adaptation. Using assistive devices and adjusting one's lifestyle allows older adults to maintain independence and continue enjoying life. Modern technology also continues to advance, offering new solutions, from advanced hearing aids to screen readers and amplified phones. Exploring these options enables older adults to stay connected with the world and lead active, fulfilling lives. Acknowledging and responding promptly to sensory changes helps maintain participation in daily events, without losing either safety or enjoyment of life. Next, we will discuss how, after 80, many people's focus shifts leading to a desire for meaningful moments and deep introspection. Let's continue. Fifth, deepen focus on the meaning of life and self-reflection. After reaching 80 years of age, many people experience a profound shift in their worldview. Simple joys come to the forefront, and self-reflection becomes an integral part of daily life. Older adults increasingly appreciate small things: a quiet morning, a heartfelt conversation, the beauty of nature, and all this to a much greater extent than before. This heightened attention to meaningful moments is not about rushing through life, but about a genuine desire to truly live each moment. Take, for example, Nikolai, an 80-year-old former teacher from the Kaluga region. In the mornings, he often reflects on his past years and especially values time spent with family and loved ones. He notes that he no longer chases external achievements or worries about trivial matters. Instead, he seeks peace, closeness, and deep meaning in each day lived. His story vividly illustrates how self-reflection can fill later years with wisdom and inner satisfaction. With age, a natural desire emerges to look inward and consider what legacy one wishes to leave behind. This can manifest as a revival of old hobbies, the passing on of life lessons, or simply coming to terms with the past. For many, this is a time when gratitude and forgiveness come to the forefront, bringing emotional healing with them. Studies convincingly show that self-reflection contributes to stronger mental health, significantly reduces stress levels, and fosters a more positive outlook on life. Activities like journaling, meditation, or deep, meaningful conversations help older adults effectively process their emotions and maintain mental flexibility. This heightened focus on meaning also influences how they build relationships with others. The older generation more often invests in genuine and strong connections, preferring them over a wide network of superficial contacts. Quality becomes significantly more important than quantity, fostering deep support and true intimacy. Older adults who adopt this approach generally experience greater life satisfaction and demonstrate increased resilience to life's challenges. They learn to accept changes with dignity and focus on truly important aspects of existence. Family and loved ones can actively support this path by encouraging open conversations, sharing life stories, and creating favorable conditions for deep reflection. It's important to listen without judgment and appreciate the wisdom that comes with age. While aging inevitably brings physical and cognitive changes, focusing on life's meaning and self-understanding opens up an entirely new, rich stage of existence. This serves as a powerful reminder that personal growth doesn't cease with age. It simply transitions into a deeper and more meaningful form. Embracing this life stage allows older adults to live truly authentically and leave behind a rich legacy of love and wisdom for future generations. Final thoughts. In conclusion, let's take a moment to reflect on the 5 key changes discussed in this material. Whether we like it or not, each of these changes, from health and energy levels to a narrowing social circle and deepened self-reflection, paints a vivid and multifaceted picture of what it means to live after 80. Which of these changes resonated most with you? Which ones do you notice in yourself, or perhaps in someone close and dear to you? Awareness of these realities is not a surrender to life, but rather a profound acceptance of the wisdom and grace that come with age. Thank you for spending this time with us. Let's continue our journey together toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world, finding inner peace and living a rich, fulfilling life.